Was such a major fail. It was actually a double fail.
Joanna, your busy body busy tonight. Joanna.
Hey guys, coming at you live. It is Thursday, so I meant to do like sort of like a weekly like recap, but your girl, the long weekend kind of messed with me, and then I just got this camera instead of filming on my iPhone, so yeah, that's why we're starting on a Thursday. But yeah, we're starting off our Thursday morning. I got my bowl of Trix. Don't judge me. I know it's like a kid's cereal, but and then we're just starting the day. I just finished a daily stand-up. So for context, I am a product consultant, aka product owner, in one of the banks. And basically, because I'm a product owner that's part of a pod as part of the overall delivery team, I have a daily stand-up that I have to attend every single morning, where we kind of just give a recap of like, what are we working on, what are any barriers, and it just keeps, at least me, it makes me aware of like everything that's going on in the team. So that's super important that I attend that every morning, because there's things that I'm working on the side that my other teammates, people from dev, my BA, my QA guys, and like just other people in the team, they would need to know about, or I would need to know about what they're working on, so that we can all just be working cohesively. So I just got out of that. That's 9:30 every single morning. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. Well, that's what I just finished. Now I've blocked it as like catch up. So when I first started this role, it's literally meetings on meetings on meetings. Well, this week is kind of a weird week because people are still on vacation. But when people are not on vacation, the day literally is filled with like, I almost want to say 10 meetings. And sometimes the meetings are even overlapping on each other. So I quickly learned that in order to maintain my sanity and also just like stay calm in this role, I need to block time out for myself. So anytime I see that there's any like free space in my calendar, I go ahead and I block that with just like an orange block, and I'll show you guys in a second like kind of how I organize my Outlook calendar. But for those of you that are in a really stressful job, I felt guilty if I took a break longer than my lunch. But then I'm like, no, if I'm in meetings all day, how do I get work done? So for me, putting these blocks in my calendar, whether it is to actually work, but also it's just to like clear my mind, maybe like watch a YouTube video, maybe like scroll on TikTok for like however many minutes, just so I can like decompress, because being in meetings back to back was just really affecting my mental health. So I'm on one of these breaks right now. Usually I shower and do all of that in the morning. Then I attend this daily stand-up meeting. Then if I'm fortunate enough, I have like a 30-minute or 1 hour break. So that's when I eat. I like catch up on emails from the day before. I send out anything I need to send out, and sort of just like take in what kind of day I'm gonna have, because I can tell very easily like what type of day it's gonna be. Today, luckily, it's not a very busy day. Mind you, like I said, a lot of people are still on holiday. We are in the beginning of August, so everyone's just trying to like take advantage of that little summer that we got left. So it's not that bad of a day today. I'm just gonna take it easy. I have several projects on the go, so I think I'm just gonna be spending my day making sure that I'm on top of things so that my director, when he asks me, you know, like where are we at on this or that, I can confidently give him answers on, okay, so for this project, this is where we're at, this is the roadblocks, this is the risks, this is what we're waiting on, which is very much the life of a product owner, at least at the bank. Product owner roles kind of vary depending on like where you are. Definitely in a startup, it's a lot more agile and truly agile in the sense that there's no set, how do I describe this? Agile is just the ability to like drop and pick up different projects as they come, whereas in the banking world, especially in the Canadian banking system, things are very rigid. So as much as we would like to just take on work that, you know, interests us at the time or is in line with like the client needs at the time, it's still a bank, a huge corporation, like 40,000 people in this company. So you don't have the luxury of being able to just like pick up, drop this, pick it up. Like you can't do that. It's a lot more political and like a lot of bureaucracy and like all types of stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna go back to that, eat my cereal, and then I will check in with you guys just as I finish that up. And yeah, that's what we'll do. Wanted to give you guys an idea of like what I meant by how intense these meetings are. Like not to like show too much information, but just like, you know, all these orange parts here, like this is the breaks that I take, and then just like all those squares, those are all meetings. Well, this was actually a pretty good day here, but just to show you guys like what I'm going through and why, like what's it called, and why taking breaks is so important. So yeah, if you're in a stressful kind of like environment, I definitely suggest that you put in those like breaks, because no one is going to take them for you, and people will actually rather book over the time than to like give you some time to actually like take a break. And also, if you're in meetings all day, like when are you supposed to get the work done? That was another thing. I'm like, okay, so I have all this stuff to do, but like when can I actually get that work done if I'm in meetings all the time? So tip of the day, take breaks and actually put them in your calendar. Like don't just say like, okay, at 2 o'clock I'm gonna take a break, because chances are somebody's gonna block your time at 2 and you're gonna be like, damn, I wanted to take a break. I just block it. And that way, if somebody's like, hey, like, are you free? Unless it's urgent, obviously, but if someone's like, hey, are you free? I'm like, actually, no, I'm not free. Can we book sometime else? So that's my little tip for the day. I'm going to continue working, and then I'll check back in with you guys when I wrap all this stuff up. So, all right, guys. So this is like almost 1 o'clock now. I took a long break. Well, no, what am I talking about? I didn't take a long break. I was able to do a lot of work stuff, but now I am boiling pasta. what's it called? Boiling pasta, making a little bit of lunch. We're having spaghetti today because it's just like the easiest thing for me to make. That's also another thing that I wasn't doing for myself, was taking time to actually eat lunch at lunchtime. So I'm trying to get into the habit of that. So I had my cereal this morning, let that digest, whatnot, and then actually made lunch yesterday, but then there's leftovers, so that's what I'm eating right now. And also spoke to my mom and my dad. I usually take like the morning to talk to my mom, and just like, I talk to her like every day. For those of you that know me, you guys know that like me and my mom are like this. So her and we spoke this morning, just giving her an update of like my day, my weekend, because I have a pretty busy weekend this weekend. I have some friends coming from Ottawa, which I will probably try and capture on the vlog. The vlog. So yeah, so I'm just eating now, and yeah, what else? Somebody is literally messaging me on my work laptop, and I was like, no, it's my lunchtime. Like, I was about to answer it too, and I was like, no. So I know I already have something to deal with when I get back from lunch, so I'm gonna eat and just attend to whatever this thing is. I will check in with you guys probably at the end of my day, because I don't really have anything too exciting that I do, but just wanted to check in and kind of bring you guys into my typical day. So I will catch you guys later. So I'm back at my desk, and I attended to this phone call that I had that was like pressing, and I thought I should discuss it, just because if anybody's thinking about becoming a product owner, or you're like, what the heck is that? Like, this is pretty interesting. This is like the epitome of this role. So just to kind of explain to you guys, like, product owner basically at the bank, I can't speak for if this was a startup or anything like that, but essentially I'm responsible for a lot of pieces of works or projects or initiatives, whatever you want to call them. I'm responsible for the rollout of these initiatives across the bank. Because I'm more on the, I guess, digital part of things, a lot of these enhancements that I'm working on can range from like an experience that a client may go through when they log on to the online banking channel, right? So you're getting like a credit card, or you're opening an account or whatever. And then some are just very like back end, like the client would never experience it, but in the grander scheme of things, like it affects operations and just like client experience, whatever. So I don't know if I did a good job explaining that, but I would like to do like a more detailed video about like what a product owner is, coming from somebody that literally has done strategy pretty much for the most part that I've been in head office or corporate. I've typically done strategy roles. So this is my first like non-strategic role, and this is all very new to me. So I joined this team in January 2021. So I've been a product owner for like 8 months, and the learning curve is steep if you've never like done anything like this before. I think what really helped me was the fact that throughout university, I worked as like a teller, and then I worked as like a financial advisor. So I'm very aware of, you know, the client experience, and then me doing consulting and like strategy, I'm very aware of like now the other side, which is like the business side. So essentially, product owner, you are like literally advocating for the client, but you're working with technology and internal stakeholders to make sure that the products or enhancements or initiatives that the bank wants to roll out not only make sense from like a business perspective and also a technology perspective, and the timelines all jive, but you also want to make sure that if they're trying to release something with specific features, you want to make sure that it actually makes sense for the client experience. So very interesting role. So anyway, so I got onto this call, and essentially, so if you've ever worked in like agile, there's these things called sprints. So sprints is basically you choose work that you're going to work on for just a set period of 2 weeks, and that is the sprint. And then when the sprint is over, you take on new items that you work on, or you build on the work that you did for the previous 2 weeks. So every group plans their sprints so that when a sprint starts, like you're ready to go, you know what you're working on, you know that dev is working on this, UX is working on this, QA is working on this, whatever. So I'm overseeing all of it. So I have this nice little like, I don't know if I can show you guys. I think like that's kind of going too far. But basically like I can see right now from like a bird's eye view, sprint, what are we? August 5th right now. So sprint 68, which we're on right now, sprint 68 goes from July 26th to August 6th. So the sprint is about to be finished tomorrow. And in this particular 2 weeks, we're working on a number of things going on, right? So I got a call from my BSA, so business, what's a BSA stand for? Business. Anyways, he's a BSA. He's more on the technical side. So he's the one that kind of like coordinates like the actual like systems that are affected. Like he knows all of that stuff. So him and I work together like a lot because I need to know what he's working on and how that ties into our overall timeline. Okay. So he called me saying that a piece of work that we were supposed to work on for sprint 70, for sprint, what sprint is it? Sprint 71. Yeah, for sprint 71, the business has asked for us to do more work than originally anticipated, which is therefore going to increase by like 2 times the amount of work that our team will have to do. So he has to run that by me because me being the person in between business and tech and also advocating for the client, whoever that is, whether it's internal or external, I need to make sure everything is aligned. So due to the fact that that work is going to be doubled, that will also impact the work that we had originally planned to work on, which is set to release in November. So we're working on this work in September and it's going to be released in November. So he called me to ask, how can we make this work? So essentially, there were a couple of things that we had to work on in November that were still TBD, and it didn't really make a difference if we were to push it to like December. So that was one thing I took into consideration. The other one was also we're working on like new card products, for example, and we haven't gotten confirmation of like what they want to do, what's required, how much it's going to cost. So that was another project that I'm like, well, we can't block off time in our sprints for work that we don't even know what it entails, what they want to do. It might even be something that we can't even work on. But we were holding this space for them just because we have a good relationship with our cards partners. So I told him to go ahead, accept the bigger scope from this other department, and those things can be shifted into later sprints, which means they will be released later on in the year. So it's just like, it's such a crazy job. Like it's so stressful because I've been in the bank for like 10 years now. So I would say I have a pretty good grasp of like the way things work. And if I were to go from one bank to another, yes, the names of things would be slightly different, but like at the core, like it's all kind of the same. But this job was really, really difficult for me at the beginning because I have to understand to a degree, like what certain types of work, what impact that will have on our larger plan. And we had just like last week, we just presented our 4th quarter plan for all of our partners. So I went through, okay, this is what we're going to release in, let me pull it up. This is what we're going to release in August. October, November, and December. The bank's New Year is November 1st. So our January 1st in banking is actually November 1st. So this is our last quarter. We're August right now. So August, September, October. This is our last quarter. So everybody's trying to use dollars that they were given for projects. Like it's kind of hectic right now. And I had just presented what our pod or what our group is about to release for the next 3 months. So the fact that we're making changes, it's a little bit like, because I've already told partners what we were going to work on. So this is going to cause a little bit of like an interesting conversation. So after we got off the phone and I made my decision, because I feel like I'm very empowered in this role. I love my director. He gives me like full autonomy. I just have to make sure that when I'm telling him things, I have to make sure I come to him with like, why are we doing this? Like, what is the benefit? What are the risks if we pursue this versus that? So right now I'm in the process of writing him an email, giving him a recap of what I just spoke about with my BSA, what is in it for us, what's the impact, on like our whole plan and all of that. And then I'm going to wait for a response from him. He could very well come back to me and be like, Tembeka, like, why would you do that? I doubt that though, because I have enough understanding of our group's plan to justify my decision for telling us to go ahead with the bigger scope and dropping some of those items and moving them to a December release. So that's just kind of like things that pop up throughout the day. And I just want to like capture this stuff because for anybody that's considering being a product owner, especially in a bank, these are the things that you're going to have to deal with. And there's going to be people coming to you to make decisions on things that you may not fully understand. But as long as you have an understanding of the client's needs, which could be an internal client, like an internal group, or it could be the client, like the actual people that come and bank with the bank. As long as you have an understanding of those people, and then as well as all the other projects that are going on and kind of like prioritize them in terms of importance, that's sort of like the type of skills that I've had to develop. And it literally took me like 6 months to figure this role out. In the beginning, I hated it, but that's just because I don't like doing things I'm not good at. But I hated it at first. I couldn't get it. There was just too much like technical or tech jargon. But as I just kind of like took a moment to like open my mind up and just understand what is going on, it's working a lot better. So just thought I'd capture that. I'm going to go back to writing my email and getting a thumbs up on this decision that I made. And then we have a couple more meetings. We have a couple more meetings throughout the day. But yeah, just wanted to catch you guys up on that. And if you ever have questions about this like role or even navigating banking and you want me to do like a video on it, I can definitely do that. I've had so many roles within the 10 years that I've been at the bank. So yeah, like I think I'm kind of well versed to kind of give advice or give insight into what you could expect if you're looking to pursue a role in the bank, Canadian banks anyways. So I'm gonna back to work and I will see you guys later. Hey guys, so as you can see, I am in a different outfit. The workday is done. So just kind of thinking of like what to do after work. I don't have any commitments today, so I figured I would return something I have from Zara, which I've been holding on to for so long, but finally I have a free afternoon. So we're gonna go to Zara, not the one at Yorkdale, because we don't feel like driving. It's a really, really nice day. It's actually borderline like hot, too hot. But it will just be like a nice way to enjoy the weather before the evening comes. So we're gonna go to the Zara on Bloor and actually take the subway, which is something I haven't really done since COVID because it's a subway and it's dirty. But yeah, like we just don't feel like driving. It's a nice day. I live midtown, so I don't live downtown core. I live midtown, which is slightly above downtown Toronto. And so for me, the one on Bloor Street is actually kind of close subway wise. So I figured let's just do that. And in true YouTube fashion, I felt like, should I do an outfit of the day? So turn this little puppy around. And yeah, so to go to Zara, nothing special, just like these jean shorts from Zara, this white shirt from Zara, and the hair just in a little ponytail. So super, super simple vibes. Just probably gonna wear a crossbody bag because we're just chill. Don't mind the state of this room. So we're like in the process of redecorating this place. I definitely do want to make a story, or not a story, a video about why we chose and are choosing to continue to live in this apartment, this midtown apartment, versus moving downtown. I was very pro downtown. I wanted to get out of here. I've been in midtown since I've moved to Toronto, but there's a strategy. So I'll get into that in another video, but yeah, so we're just gonna like redecorate the place just so that if we're not gonna move downtown, we might as well just change the place up a little bit. We've been in the same environment since COVID, and we'll both be working here for a while together, so we might as well just kind of spruce up the place, spruce up the bedroom. We need a new bed, all this other stuff. So that's also another video I'd like to do, just kind of how, because I do not plan on shopping at West Elm and like doing the most. So it'll be interesting to see with my taste, because I do like expensive taste, but we're renting. I'm not gonna go and spend tons of dollars on furniture for a rental apartment when, you know, we're saving up to buy. So I'd love to do a video on like affordable redesign or refurnishing of an apartment. So that'll come. But yeah, so he's just finishing up some last stuff for work. I'm pretty much dressed, just gotta finish up. I need lip gloss, and I need a bag, and I need to find my shoes, and probably some perfume. So we'll be leaving in the next couple minutes. Oh, and also I have to get the package out of the car because I thought I'd be driving to Zara. So anyways, we got a bunch of things to do before we go, but just wanted to check in. I'll probably just get some footage while we're out. For those that have never been to Toronto or don't know what Bloor Street is, it's like the bougiest place in Toronto, one of the bougiest like streets. So they've got like a Louis Vuitton, a Chanel, a Hermes, like pretty much all your luxury stores are on this like long street called Bloor Street. But where we're going to at Zara, like that's not the bougie area, but it's still like there's a lot of stores, like H&M is there, the Gap is still there, Aritzia is there. I don't know. It's just a really nice street. So I'll throw in some clips of that just so you can see. And I will catch you guys when we get back. So enjoy this little trip. I'm so glad we got to link up. Taking that off me. I got the plug, I made the coffee green. Talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't make me wait, no, don't you? Just like you will. Come through and chill. Just like you will. Shit, that's a good song. Come through and chill. Coach, can I tell us a version? Yeah. In case my lack of reply had you catching them feelings. Know you been on my mind like Kaepernick kneeling, or police killings, or Trump saying slick shit.
manipulating poor white folks because they ignorant, blind to the struggles of the ones that got the pigment. Lately I've been stressing cause it seems so malignant. I need to feel your essence in my presence. If you with it, I guarantee you won't regret you did it.
Just say you will come through and chill. Drops like you will come through and chill. Just say you will. I wanna all night. Say it. I want all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I want all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I want all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
All right, so we're back at the house. So this was a major flop. I forgot, like while we were leaving the apartment, I forgot the freaking Zara thing that I had to return. I'm so pissed. Like it was like we were one stop before Bloor when I realized it, and it didn't make sense for us to turn back and go back home. So that was stupid. And then even the bank appointment or the bank trip that my boyfriend needed to go to, banks don't open at 8 anymore. There's a particular bank, the Green Bank. If you're from Canada, you know which bank I'm talking about. They used to open until 8, especially in that location. But I guess with COVID and like fewer people going into the branches, they close at 6. So we got there at like 7 something, like casually just like strolled in, and they were closed. So it was such a major fail. It was actually a double fail, but we made the most of it. I still went into Zara anyways because, like I said, I have like a really jam-packed weekend this weekend, and I thought maybe I could just like buy a cute like top or something, but there wasn't anything that was like speaking to me, you know? So I didn't come out with anything. And then we just kind of like walked around Bloor. We went and stopped at Starbucks. We sat outside because it was a nice day. And so now we're home. So now that it's home, typically what I do, it's like 8:40. This is actually kind of late, but typically what I do in my evenings is I work on my side hustle. So I work literally 9 to 5, and then from like 7 to 10 or 7 to 9, I try and work on my side hustles. So for those of you that don't know, I have a side business where I actually coach primarily female Black professionals, but it's not only open to that group. It's just that's my niche because I'm a Black woman. And while I worked at the branch, I just felt like there was a big gap for that demographic in terms of knowledge, like financial literacy. So I felt like, you know, that's the group I identified the best with. So anyways, I coach those ladies just on different aspects of their financial journeys. So like boosting savings, reducing debt, most importantly, creating a financial plan, and just like, how does that all look? Like you make income, and then what happens after? Like a lot of people, they don't know, even like when they compare how much they're earning versus how much they're spending, a lot of people don't even know what their disposable income is, which is like a huge, like that should be the first thing that you should know. So a lot of people don't know that. And then even if they do know their disposable income, they don't know what to do with it. So let's say in a month, let's say you're earning, you know, $4,000, and then all your monthly bills come to like $2,000, and you're left with $2,000 in a month. A lot of people don't know how to properly allocate that to like bills, and then like what they can spend on variable expenses and stuff like that. So I help ladies kind of plan that. So I have a couple of one-on-one sessions that are booked for September. So I need to just make sure that those potential clients are all set up. I have to create some calendar links so that they can book the times in September that they would like to book, and just like little things I have to clean up. So I'm going to be doing that. And then also this footage for this vlog, I want to load it into Final Cut Pro so I can hopefully edit it like today, maybe tomorrow, but definitely by Sunday. So I'm just gonna do that. Typically we just like find something to watch by this time, and then probably eat too because I'm kind of hungry. So I know this is kind of late to be eating, but whatever. So anyways, that is pretty much my whole day. This was an eventful day because we actually went out after work, but typically if we're not going out after work, it's just like work ends, kind of like chill a little bit, and then sit in front of the TV, work on my side hustle, and then go to bed. So this is the end of the day. Oh, and if you have any questions regarding the services that I provide in my business, you are more than welcome to reach out to me on the Instagram page for that business. So it's she's.richer. I'll put that in the description box below, so that you guys can just like go there. You can see all the content that I have for that, and then you can also slide in the DMs, and that's pretty much how we can get in touch for that. And so you can just learn more about the services that I offer. But yeah, that's the end of this vlog, daily vlog. I know I was gonna say I was gonna do like a weekend vlog, but I actually think that just this whole day is probably gonna be long enough for you guys to kind of see the day-to-day, my like Monday to Thursday, I would say. And then I can do like a weekend in Toronto social weekend vlog for this weekend coming up. So I'm probably gonna end it here. Thanks guys for watching, and also thank you so much for the like crazy amount of support that I got from all my family and friends, and just like other people that I know on social media that saw my first video and were just like so kind and encouraging. So yeah, it made me so much more excited and more comfortable to just like put myself out there like this. So I appreciate any and all feedback. You can drop it in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you guys want to see more like day in the life kind of videos, especially as it pertains to like career or side hustle, because I mean those are the things I typically spend my time on from Monday to Thursday, even on the weekends, I would say. So yeah, thanks for all the support. More videos to come, of course. And also you can drop in the comments like what are other things you'd like to see. What are other things you'd like to see in terms of content, and then I can definitely work on that. So I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I have stuff to do, so I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.